Welcome to the program, Meghan McCain. Good morning, Miss McCain.
Good morning.
How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm good.
Well, we like to have you on whenever you're in New York, so.
I know my father goes crazy every single time. He can't believe you still want me on.
Your father is crazy, by the way. I love him to death, but he goes crazy. Dude is crazy. So this interview I read in the Daily Beast with Trump. So some people thought it was a kissy face interview.
I know.
Like me. And other people thought it was a pretty good interview.
You know, I'm not a journalist. I'm a columnist and a commentator and, working on being a media personality. And I'm not mean. If you need a hard-hitting interview, I will be the first to say don't go to me. I'm too nice. I don't like asking people uncomfortable questions because I know what it feels like on the other end. And he's very hard to interview. I was trying to ask him real questions, and he was like, I love you and I love your family. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I'm such a, dork. I'm like, that's nice. No, people are jerks. So I don't know. And I did it, and it got so much pickup, and I got a lot of crap from people, but I took him seriously, and I think that's why I got so much attention, because I was like, are you really going to go to Iowa, and is your family ready? And I'm sorry you thought it was too kissy.
Oh, it was fine. I should talk. Hey, do you take him seriously?
I do. He assured me this isn't a joke. Maybe I'm just being naive, but he assured me he's actually going to run, and this is going to happen. And I'm just fascinated that he's getting so much attention, and so many other candidates are getting almost none. I mean, the average person doesn't know who Tim Pawlenty is.
Well, what he says is in some aspects is insane. Like go to Iraq, spend $1.5 trillion. And take the oil.
Yeah, no.
Go to someplace else, take the oil. So it sounds...
Well, it's a little nebulous. That's the problem. It's all very vague, and if I don't understand exactly when it gets down to the nitty gritty. He probably will have problems. Excuse
my language, but the phrase is "kick their ass and take the gas." So on one level, even someone like me, I don't know where I am, but there's a certain amount of that appeals to me. I mean, I think it's insane. But then I don't think it's totally insane. I don't think people do either. Well, they could do it. I don't think that's anything you could do.
Yeah, I just think when it gets down to semantics of how he's going to do it and what it's going to cost, he's going to have problems. But in theory, I mean, I like the idea as well. But, just spending enough time with my father, I know that it's not, when it gets right down to it, and when he has to debate these issues, it's not going to be like this, love fest in the media.
All right. I don't think he'll run, and of course, unless he does. And then he does.
He's supposed to announce in June.
I can't believe, though, like a lot of qualified people, who don't want to run because they can't stand the scrutiny. And don't want the scrutiny.
I agree. I think the media has gotten completely out of control, especially when it comes to Republicans. And I worry about women in general. I speak at a lot of college campuses. Young women don't want to be involved in politics because they don't want to be harassed for their appearance and their lifestyle. And I don't know. I think the media is doing a lot of damage.
Do women like Trump?
Some of my girlfriends are just interested in the idea of him. I think people are fascinated by him. I think his biggest problem he's going to have is honestly he's been married 3 times, and his current wife. Can you really see her as first lady? And I asked her, and he's like, she'll make a wonder. I think I asked her that, and that was part of the interview. So yeah. I don't know.
I thought he was a bully and a coward when he went after Rosie O'Donnell. I don't care what Rosie did. I mean, just
yeah. I didn't like that either.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
That was years ago. I was in college.
I mean, you got to let stuff like that go. I mean, other people he goes after, fine. So, but I just thought that didn't distinguish himself.
Yeah, it's interesting. It took Donald Trump to get the president to release his birth certificate, though.
He's a smart guy,
Oh yeah, I would never.
He's not a dope.
No.
And he's, Charles and I have known him for 30 years. Yeah. So, Charles leaving.
Do you think he's going to run?
No, he's not going to run.
No.
I don't think unless he does. I would have no insight, obviously. And I've been wrong so many times that